Yeah, a very good evening to one and all. Hope you are able to hear me and able to see my screen as well. Can you guys please confirm? Can you guys able to see my screen? Everyone, please confirm. Yes, fine, sir. Fine. Yeah, fine, sir. So what we have covered, sir, on yesterday's session? What we have covered, sir, on yesterday's session? As part of our yesterday's session. So we just understanding about for what, sir? We just understanding about for what? The subqueries. Subqueries. Right, sir. We just understanding for what? The subqueries. So what do you mean by subquery, sir? What do you mean by subquery? What do you mean by subquery, sir? Writing like as in one query inside the another query, we can say what? The subquery, right? Writing like one query inside the another query, we can say it as in what? Subquery, right? So when you are working with the subquery, so which query will execute first preferences, sir? Inner query will be executed or outer query will be executed? Inner query always be an executed, sir. Inner query always be an executed executed than the outer query, sir. Okay, inner query result will be passed to what? Outer query as outer query as in the input value or not, sir? Inner query output inner query output will be passed as an what? Input to what? Outer query or not, sir? Right? Yes. These are the things which we have discussed on yesterday, sir. So what are the different types of subqueries are there, sir? What are the different types of subqueries are there? Single row subquery and multi-row subquery, right, sir? We understanding about for what? The types of subqueries. We understanding about what, sir? The types of subqueries, sir. Tell me what are the different types of subqueries we have? That is a single row subquery, sir. And then what is the next one, sir? The multi-row subquery, multi-row subquery, sir. So what do you mean by single row subquery, sir? If the subquery is going to return like single row of information, such a type of queries we can say what? Single row subquery or not, sir? If the subquery is going to return like as an only one row of information, so one row of information means such a subqueries we can say what? Single row subquery or not, sir? If the subquery is returning like as in more than one row of information, such a queries we can say what? Multi-row subquery or not? Multi-row subquery or not, sir? So multi-row subquery or not? So means here it is going to have, sir, single row of information, sir. Single row of information from the database table. Could you please tell me in which situations will get like as in the single row of information, sir? Could you please tell me the situations where you will get like as in the single row of information? Come on, sir. Could you please tell me where we need to get like as in the single row of information from the database table in what situations? When you are retrieving the record based on the primary key column or not? When you are retrieving the record based on the what? Primary key column or unique key column, in such a situations, always we are going to get like as in the single row of information or not from the table. Right, sir? So whenever you guys are using like as an in condition or any condition, so tell me in such a scenario, multi-row information or not, sir? Right or not, sir? So here more than more than what? One row of information, more than one row of information from the database table, sir. Right, sir? More than one information from the database table is called what? So multi-row subquery, sir. So in what situations we'll get like as in the multi-row subquery, sir? Whenever you guys are using like as an in operator on any operator, in operator or any operator in our set, it is going to return what? A selected values or not, sir? Which is going to get like multiple records or not? Not. Come on, sir. These are nothing but the multi-row subqueries, sir. Right, sir? Right. And then we just performed what, sir? We just practiced. We just practiced the so practiced the some so we just practiced what? Working with what? We just practiced and working with what, sir? Practiced on what? Subqueries. Practice on writing for what, sir? Subqueries, sir. These are the things which we have discussed, sir, on yesterday, right, sir? And as part of our today's session, sir, so we will see how to work with the MySQL database. Okay, as part of our today's session, so we will see like what, how to work with what MySQL database and its installation processes, sir. Understand, sir? Please, everyone, concentrate here during the installation process. Don't ask me like as in the don't ask me like as in the same question for the multiple times. That is what one request from my end. Okay, don't ask me like as in the repetitive questions, sir. Okay, just concentrate here for the next couple of minutes for installation process of what MySQL. Understand, sir? As we have discussed it, sir, MySQL is one of the MySQL is also called what type of database? SQL database or NoSQL database, sir? MySQL is another MySQL is on the SQL database or non-SQL database, sir? Come on, guys. SQL, sir. SQL database, right, sir? Okay, so MySQL is also what? It is one of the SQL database, sir. It is also called as an what? RDBMS database software or not? Right. So see, sir, MySQL is also called what? It is also one of the relational database software which maintains the data in the form of what? Rows and columns in the form of table notations or not, sir? So tell me, in the MySQL also, are we going to store the data in the form of structured format or unstructured format? If the data is in the structured format, means definitely we need to go for an what? SQL databases or RDBMS databases, sir. Okay, the name of the MySQL is a combination of two words, sir. The name of the MySQL is a combination of two words. One is what? My and SQL, sir. That is nothing but a MySQL here. Okay, the reason behind adding like as an adding the my word to the SQL word is nothing but an what? So my is nothing but an what? A daughter name of what? MySQL co-founder of Monty Viderness. Okay, Monty Viderness. Understand, sir? So the reason behind adding like as in the my is nothing but an what? Is the daughter name of is the daughter's name of what? MySQL co-founder of what? Monty Viderness. Understand, sir? And MySQL is an open source or proprietary license. MySQL is always going to be an what? Open source database. Open source database, sir. When it comes for on the Oracle, it is in the proprietary license, sir. Sir, MySQL and Oracle database both are comes under what? Which organization, sir? Oracle Corporation only, sir. Understand my point? So MySQL and Oracle database so comes under the license of what? Oracle Corporation only. Oracle is for what? Proprietary license. And MySQL is for what? Open source. Understand, sir? As we have discussed in the earlier, sir, in the beginning of our sessions. So by using like as in the SQL language, we can interact with any RDBMS database software or not, sir? Come on, guys, tell me. By using like as we discussed in the earlier of the session, by using like as in the structured query language, can we interact with any RDBMS database software or not, sir? Right? So SQL is what? Common language for any RDBMS database software. Okay, SQL is what? It's a common language for any RDBMS database software, sir. Whatever the SQL commands we have performed so far on the Oracle database, the same SQL commands we can perform on what? Any RDBMS database software, sir. The syntax slightly, the data types will be changed. The syntax wise, all are same. Understand, sir? So whatever the SQL commands we have performed on the Oracle database, sir, those SQL commands we can apply it on what? Any RDBMS database software by slightly changing what? Data types only, sir. Understand, sir? So which one is recommended? If you ask me like which database will be recommended, sir. So this is not our recommendations, sir. Okay, it's purely depends upon the client. Okay, it's purely depends upon the client, sir. Okay, if the client is bearable, so if the client is affordable to use like as in the Oracle database, means they can take the license from the Oracle Corporation, sir. So because Oracle is a user friendly, sir. Basically, Oracle is having what? User friendly, and a lot of business functions are having the support for that. Understand, sir? The most of the banking projects will use like as in what? Oracle database only, sir. Most of the banking projects will use what? Oracle database only, sir. Understand, sir? Okay, it is not recommendations, sir. So it always going to be depends upon the client. Okay, if the client is not affordable to spend on the database software, means we will pick what MySQL. MySQL is an what open source. Open source, everyone can use that database software without paying anything to the Oracle Corporation. If some business is wanted to using, some business is utilizing the Oracle database for their business operations, means definitely they need to take the license from what? Definitely they need to take the license from where? Oracle Corporation. Understand my points, sir? Everyone? Everyone, is that clear so far? Right. Right, sir. Right. Sir, as part of our yesterday session, sir, I asked you to download the Oracle software, sir. I asked you to download what? MySQL database software. So see, sir, so we'll go with what? MySQL database software installation, sir. Now we will go with what? The MySQL database software installation, sir. MySQL database software installation. That is nothing but what? Step one. Step one, sir. Sir, please concentrate here. Please concentrate here, sir. Everyone, please focus here for the next couple of minutes. Okay. Step one, sir. So step one is nothing but what? So the first one, the first step is nothing but what, guys? Download the download the MySQL database. Download what? MySQL database. Download what? The MySQL database. Sir, don't post any questions, sir. Okay, don't post any questions. I will take your questions at the end. Just whatever the questions you have, just keep with your questions, sir. Okay, don't post any message on the don't post any message on the chat. Okay, I will take your questions at the end. Okay, try to understand, sir. Try to understand. Okay, download the MySQL database. Download the MySQL database from the web, sir. From the web in the given the below URL, sir. Okay, as I already shown you, sir. Okay, see, sir, see here. Go to the Google, just go for the Google, sir, and search for what? MySQL database, MySQL database download, sir. MySQL database download. So where you will get like set of results, sir. Under that one, what you need to select, sir? MySQL installer 8.0.31, sir. That is what the latest version, sir. Okay, just click on it, sir. Click on the page. This is what the URL you need to download, sir. This is what like as in the URL you guys need to download. Understand? The URL download. So that is nothing but what URL. So this is what the URL to download the MySQL database software, sir. So see, sir, in this according to your operating system, this drop down will be selected, sir. Okay, so as part my operating system is what? Microsoft Windows. That's why this option got selected, sir. Okay, so here we have the two options, sir. Here we have the two options to download the installer file. Okay, so try to install the last one, sir. 431.7 MB, sir. Okay, try to click on what? Download option, sir. Try to click on what? Download option, and see, sir, don't use any kind of logins here and sign up option, sir, because you have an option required to filling the forms and getting into the login as well. Not required, sir. Unnecessarily why you are giving that information, sir? Unnecessarily why you are giving that kind of information? Okay, you can have an option to download right here. You can have an option to straight away the download or not, sir. Why you guys are getting into the login and sign up and all this stuff? Right? So you have an option here. No thanks. Just start my download. Just click on it. Just click on it, sir. That's all. Okay. In my case, I already downloaded, sir. In my case, I already downloaded on yesterday itself. Okay. So MySQL installer community of 8.0.31. Okay, 8.0.31, which is already downloaded, sir. Understand, sir? The step one is what? Getting into the URL. getting into the URL and selecting this installer file from this drop down from this list. Understand, guys? Understand or not? That is what the step 2. The step 1 is what? Getting into that URL. Step 2 is nothing but on what? Select the below option. Select the below option and click on what? Download button, sir. Click on what? Download button, sir. Download button. So see, sir, this is what the option you need to select. And what is the size of that one, sir? This is what the version. And this is what like as in the version 8.0.31 and then 431.7 MB, sir, that is. Okay, this is what the option. Select the below option and click on what, sir? Download option, sir. Okay, as a user, we need to click on what? We need to click on this button, sir. Understand, sir? So see, that is what the step 2 and step 3. Step 3 is nothing but on what, sir? Select the option. Select the option on the web page. Select the option on the web page for downloading the installer file. Select the option for select an option. Select the option on the web page. That is nothing but on what, sir? No thanks. No thanks. Download the software. Right, sir? So once you click on it here, so see, sir, no thanks. Just start my download. Right, sir? So this is what the option you need to pick it, sir. Okay, this is what the option you need to pick it. No thanks. Just start my download, sir. That's all. No thanks. Just start my download. And for downloading what? For downloading the installer MySQL installer file, sir. For downloading what? MySQL installer file into our mission. Sir. That is what step 3, sir. Okay, that is what like as in the step 3. So step 4, sir. Step 4. After completion of the download, sir. Okay. After completion of the download, go with what? Go with what, sir? Installation process. Installation process for what? MySQL database. Okay. So in my case, the downloaded file is available. In my case, the downloaded file is available on where? On my desktop, sir. On my desktop, I have this downloaded file, sir. Understand? On the desktop, I have this installer, sir. I have this installer on my desktop. So just double click on that installer, sir. Just double click on that installer. Just double click on that installer and complete that installation process, sir. Okay. So after completion of the download, so go with the after completion of the download, sir. So double click on okay. Double click on what? Executable file or what? Installer file. Okay, double click on executable file and or installer file, sir. Installer file for installation process. Understand, sir? That is what step 4, sir. Step 4. Okay, yeah. See, guys. One minute. See, sir, this is what the pop-up we got here, sir. It is asking us mandatory MySQL installer upgrade is available, sir. To continue or receiving the product catalogs, you must apply this upgrade, or do you want to apply this upgrade? As of now, I don't want to go with an upgrade option, sir. Just I will go with what? No option. Okay, no option. Then you will be getting what? MySQL installer wizard or not? This is nothing but what? MySQL installer pop-up or not, sir? Or we can say what? MySQL installer wizard. So see, sir, you need to select like as you need to choose like as what? Setup type. So do you want the developer default? Do you want server? Do you want client only? Do you want full installation? Do you want to install with the custom components? Okay. So these are the 5 options you have. Understand, sir? Understand? Out of these options, so out of these 5 options, sir, either you can go with what? Either first option or 4th option, sir. First option is meant for what? if you go with the first option, so these are the things which you are getting in the MySQL, sir, here. Understand? So you will be the getting what MySQL server, and you will be the getting what MySQL shell, MySQL router, okay, MySQL router, MySQL workbench, okay, MySQL for Visual Studio, and all these stuffs we are getting, sir. And MySQL connectors, sir, which is meant for what? Connectors are used for what? Communicating from Java application or .NET application or C application with MySQL, sir. Okay, programming languages need to communicate with MySQL, right? For that we are getting like what? MySQL connectors we are getting, sir. And you will be the getting what? Sample tutorials of MySQL and examples with respect to the tutorials. And you will be the getting what? Documentations, sir. Documentations as well for offline purpose. That is what the developer's default option. And if you are go with what full option here, install all the products available in this catalog, including MySQL server, MySQL shell, MySQL router, MySQL workbench, MySQL connector, documentations, sample and examples, and much more. All these stuffs we are going to get. Okay. So if you want to go with what developer default, that is also the fine. Or else if you want to go with the full installation process, you can go with that full installation process, sir. Okay. So now onwards we'll stick on to what option we need to select, sir? Full, sir. Okay. We'll go with what? Full installation, sir. Okay. Yes. Yes. Step 4, sir. After completion of the download and executable, double click on the executable file or installer file to start with what? To start with what? Installation process. To start with an what? Installation process, sir. Step 5. Step 5. Okay. After double clicking, after what? Double clicking, double clicking on installer file, okay, we'll get what? We'll get so MySQL installer pop-up, or we can say what? Wizard with what? Setup type, sir. Okay, with the setup type. Okay, so and we need to select what type, sir? We need to select the setup type as an what? We need to select like as in the setup type. Setup type as an what, sir? Setup type as an what? Full here. Okay, so full is the first as part of our installation process. We are going to see what? Full things, sir. Full. So means everything I'm going to get it here. MySQL server, MySQL shell. So MySQL server, in order to run our MySQL database, we required the MySQL server, sir. And the MySQL shell is for what? Communicating with the database using CLI interface. Okay. Yes. And MySQL workbench is nothing but an what? It's a GUI interface for interacting with what? MySQL database, sir. Okay. For the Oracle database, we have the two kinds of interfaces, right? CLI interface and SQL developer interface, right or not? GUI interface. Similar kind of thing. MySQL shell is for what? CLI interface, and MySQL workbench is what? GUI interface, sir. Okay, those things also we are getting along with this installation process, sir. Okay, just click on what? Just click on what? We need to select a setup type for getting for getting all the required components, all the required components for MySQL database. Understand, sir? As I told you, so MySQL shell is for what? Okay, MySQL shell component is for what, sir? Communicating. Okay, communicating with MySQL database. MySQL database using what? CLI interface. That's it. It's a command line interface, sir. Okay, and the MySQL workbench. As I told you, MySQL workbench. Okay, MySQL workbench is for what? Communicating with what? MySQL database using what? GUI interface, sir. Okay, GUI interface. Okay, that's all. Hope you guys are comfortable. The step 5. So let us move on to the step 6, sir. Let us move on to what? Step 6. So just click on the next button, sir. Just click on the next button, sir. So see, sir, it is going to install so our MySQL server and MySQL workbench. It is going to install where, sir? on the C drive, itself, sir. On the C drive, the program files, it is going to create a folder with the name called what? MySQL. Under that, it is going to install that one, sir. Okay. Just click on what? Just click on what? Next, sir. Okay. Warnings. You still have some warnings with your selected path. Are you sure wanted to continue? Yes. No problem, sir. No problem. So see, sir, it's checking like as in the requirements, sir. It's just checking like as in the requirements. These are the things which you are going to get, which we are going to install. Understand? MySQL Server, MySQL Workbench, MySQL for Visual Studio, MySQL Shell, MySQL Router, connector for ODBC, connector for C++, connector for Python, and connector for Python. So these connectors are helpful for what, sir? Programming languages need to communicate with our MySQL database, right, sir? Through these connectors only will communicate, sir. Okay. Just try to click on what? Execute button, sir. Try to click on what? Execute button. Okay, sir, it will take some time, sir. It will take some time, like literally it's going to take like some time. Okay, just wait for a minute. Just wait for the couple of minutes. So see, sir, this is what like as in the prerequisite to install what? MySQL Server, sir. Just agree the things and install it. Okay, install it. This is what like as in the prerequisite to install what? Prerequisite to install this software to continue with what? MySQL, sir. Just click on it. Okay, step 6 is nothing but an what, sir? Path selections, sir. Okay, so path selections, nothing but an what? Path selections, sir. Nothing but an what? So where MySQL is going to install, where the MySQL is going to install in our mission, sir. Where MySQL is going to install in our mission. So what is our default directory? What is our default directory, sir? Operating system directory, sir. The default location is what? Operating system directory. Operating system directory, sir. Directory. You no need to change that to the directory, sir. That is what the things. C:/ program files. Program files. It is going to create for what folder, sir? MySQL, sir. That's all. Okay. It is going to install the MySQL components. That is a step 6, sir. Step 6 is nothing but on what? Path selections. And step 7 is nothing but on what, sir? Step 7. So step 7 is nothing but on what? System requirements checking. Right, sir? System requirements checking, sir. Okay. System requirements checking and will need to verify which components are installing, sir. Which components are installing in our mission. Understand, sir? That is what we need to do. And what we need to do, sir? And in this the step 7 itself. So we need to click on what? We need to click on what? Execute button, sir. So we need to click on what? Execute button to install the components. Understand? That's all. So go to see here, close it and see here, sir. So see, guys, if you guys observe carefully here, see here, sir, all the things are installations are done or not, sir? All the installations are done or not? So see, sir, so MySQL for the Visual Studio, it got installed manually, sir. Manually means during this window, we got the MySQL, Visual C++, Microsoft Visual C+ window we got or not? In that process, we install it, right? And the rest of the components, are all installed or not, sir? Okay. So once it is everything is fine, you can click on what? Next button, sir. You can click on what? Next button. Just click on it. Okay, so we are getting like as in some warning messages. One or the more product requirements have not been satisfied. Those products with the missing the requirements will not be installed or upgraded. Do you want to continue? Yes, no problem. Okay, click on the yes button, sir. Okay, that is the after executing the button to install the components. See, sir, after we are getting this installation screen, this is what the installation screen, sir. And so you need to click on what? Execute button, sir. Execute button it. See, sir, it is going to install everything. It is going to install everything in your mission. Yes, MySQL server installation got done, and MySQL Workbench is going to install, sir. Is installing. MySQL Workbench is installing. MySQL Workbench is installing, sir, here. Okay, so after we need to click on what execute button to install the components, sir. And so after completion of all the after completion of all installations, after completion of all components, okay, so after completion of all the components installation, sir, so after completion we need to click on what? We need to click on what, sir? We need to click on what, sir? We need to click on what? The next button, sir. Okay, that is the next button. Done. So at the time you will be the getting what kind of pop-up, sir? Some of the missing components. Okay, missing components you will be the getting as on the warning. So you need to go with what? Yes option, sir. Okay, yes option. That's all. That is the step 7, sir. And step 8, sir. Step 8 is nothing but on what, sir? Installation process. Okay, that is installation screen, sir. This is nothing but on what? Installation screen. And click on installation screen. In this dialog or wizard. So we need to click on what? We need to click on what? Execute button, sir. We need to click on what? Execute button. Okay, we need to click on what? Execute button, sir. That is the step 8, sir. Okay, see, sir, it is going to install each and every component here on the screen. Okay, it will take like 5 minutes of time, sir. 5 to 8 minutes of time to it will complete the installation process, sir. MySQL shell is installing, sir. MySQL shell is for what? Command line interface to interact with what? MySQL database. Okay. Yes. See, sir, MySQL shell got completed, sir, installation, and it is installing for what? MySQL router, sir. Okay, connector for ODBC is installing. Connector for C++ is installing, sir. So connectors are helpful for what? Communicating with MySQL database from programming languages. Connector for what? .NET application. Connector for what? Java, ODBC or Java. Okay. Yes. So it is installing like connector for what? .NET application, sir. Okay. Yes. And MySQL documentation is installing, sir. MySQL documentation is installing here, and then followed by what? Samples and examples. Done. Done, sir. All installations got completed or not, sir? All installations got completed or not? All the installation should be completed, sir. In the installation screen, in this dialog or wizard, we need to click on what? Execute button to install what? To install the MySQL components. So to install what? The MySQL components. Okay. Then after completion of all installations, after completion of all after completion of all components installation, all components installations, sir, we need to click on what? Next button, sir. We need to click on what? The next button. Understand, sir? We need to click on what? The next button, sir. That's all. So see, sir, all the components got completed with all the components got installed successfully with the status as and what completed, sir. Just click on the next button, sir. Just click on the next button. Okay. So these are the ready. So we in this the product in this the product configurations. So we need to configure. We need to provide some configurations, sir. We need to add some configurations for what? MySQL database server, sir. Okay. So the step 9 is nothing but on what, sir? Step 9 is nothing but on what? In the product configurations. Okay, in the product configurations screen. Okay, so we no need to perform. We no need to do anything, sir. We no need to do anything in this screen. Okay, anything in this screen. We just and we just need to click on what? Next button, sir. We just need to click on what? The next button. That is step 9, sir. Step 9. That's all. Okay, done. So I just clicked on what? Step 9, sir. Okay, step 9 done. So you no need to touch anything, sir. Okay, you no need to touch anything. This is the development computer, and this is the development computer, or it is going to having the server computer or a dedicated computer. So we are just installing the software in our mission, right? Just treat as an what? Development computer, sir. Okay, step 7. Sorry, step 10, sir. Sorry, step 10. Step 10, sir. Step 10. What is the screen, sir? Type and networking, sir. Type and networking screen. Okay. So type and networking screen. So we need to select an option from the drop down. So from the drop down as what? We need to select an option from the drop down as what, sir? Development mission. Okay. It is a development computer, sir. Understand, sir? That is the first thing. And you no need to change anything, sir. And right now, the MySQL database is running on which port number, sir? You no need to touch anything, sir. And MySQL, so MySQL database is running on which port number, sir? 3306, sir. Okay, 3306. Okay, so MySQL database occupying on the port number, occupying the port number as what? Port number as what? 3306, sir. Okay, 3306. See, sir, 3306. And if you observe clearly here, so this is what the pipe name under the memory name as what? MySQL, sir. So if you remember correctly, sir, in the services for the Oracle database, we have a TNS listener and a service of XE, right? We have the TNS listener and service of Oracle XE, right? So for that, it is going to create this entry in what? Services, sir. Basically, you no need to worry. Okay, you no need to touch anything, sir. Whatever the values you got, whatever the default values we got on this screen, just observe that values, whether the configuration type is a development computer or not, and you no need to change the port number, sir. So just go with what? Default port number given by what? MySQL. That is always running on what? 3306, sir. Okay, just click on what? Next, sir. Just click on what? Next. So see, sir, it is asking us the authentication method, sir. It is asking us an what? Authentication method. Understand? Okay, so that is the step 11, sir. Okay, so just observe the inputs. Okay, observe the default values. Observe the default values given in the screen. Okay, given in the screen, and then click on what? And then click on what, sir? Next button, sir. And then click on what? The next button, sir. That's all. Okay, that is the step 10, sir. Done. Step 11, sir. Step 11. So authentication method screen, sir. Authentication method screen. So authentication method screen. What we need to select the option, sir? Use a strong password encryption. Use a strong password encryption. This is what the text you need to use it, sir. Okay, so in the authentication method screen, so we need to select only the first option, sir. Okay, the first option. What is that first option, sir? Use a strong password encryption. Use a strong password. Use a strong password. Strong password encryption. Okay, that is the option you need to select it, sir. Okay, use a strong password encryption for what? Authentication. For what? Authentication. Understand, sir? For authentication, sir. Okay. Okay. That is recommended, sir. That is recommended option for you. Okay. Just click on what? So first in this, the authentication method screen, sir, you need to select only the first option, sir. So, okay. First option only. And then what? And then need to click on what, sir? Next button, sir. Need to click on what? The next button. That's all. Okay. So coming to the step 12. Okay. Just click on what? Next, sir. So see, sir, observe carefully. It is an important thing, sir. It is an important thing. If you remember correctly, sir, in the Oracle database, okay, in the Oracle database, sir, we have a DBA account, right, sir? So we have a DBA account, right, sir? So what is the DBA account username? So DBA account username is what? In my case, that is the system and the manager, sir. Okay. At the same way, the MySQL database also we have the DBA account. Okay, MySQL also will have what? The DBA account, sir. That DBA account, the username is what? Root, sir. Okay, that username is what? The root. And see, that's what it is asking. So see, sir, please enter the password. Can you guys please read it? Please enter the password for what? Root account. And please remember this, remember to store this password in what? Secure place. Okay, that is what the password it is asking, sir. Okay, I'm just giving Ashok IT. Ashok IT @ 123. Okay, just check it. See, sir. See, I'm just checking with that password. That's all. I just given as in the password as what? Ashok IT @ 123, sir. Okay, that is the password I given as an for what? Root account. For root account, sir. Okay, for the Oracle database, we have the one DBA account. That is nothing but on what? System and then followed by what? Manager, right, sir? System and then followed by what? Manager, sir. So now I'm given like as in the password for what account, sir? MySQL, the DBA account. The DBA account username is what? That username is what, sir? So root, sir. Okay, that is root. And then followed by what, sir? The password which I have given is what? Ashok IT @ 123. That is what the password I given, sir. Understand? So why it is taking this much time? Come on, guys. Mm. 1 minute, sir. The page is not responding. Just a minute. The page is not responding. Just a minute. See, sir, earlier I given as an what Ashok IT at the rate 123, right? Instead of doing that one, I'm just giving as an the simple password as a what root, sir. Just click on the check. Click on the check. Yes. See, sir, now the password got checked or not? So what is our default? What is the default? What is the DBA account credentials for the MySQL database? Root and root, sir. Root is the username and root is nothing but on what? The password. If you see, observe carefully, sir. Don't ask me this question for the multiple times, sir. The DBA account for the MySQL database is what? The username is what? You are entering the password for the root account. Your root account. Please remember to store this password in the secure place. So the password which I have given for the root account is what? Root only. Okay, which is nothing but on what? The DBA account in MySQL database. So we are already have that one DBA account with my Oracle database, right? Similar kind of an account here for the MySQL as well. The username and password is what? The DBA root and root. Just click on the next, sir. See, sir, this is what like as in the Windows service name, which is going to have like what MySQL 80, sir. This is what the service name it is going to install, sir. Okay. So in the Windows service, in the services, right? In the Windows, we have the services section is there, right? Under the services, it is going to have this service is going to create, sir. Okay. So configure MySQL server as what? Windows service. That is what the next one, sir. Okay. And then so after providing the password, after providing the password for the root account, okay, for the root account, sir, we need to click on what? We need to click on the next button, sir. We need to click on what? The next button. That's all. That is the step 12, sir. And coming to the step 13. Step 13 is what? Configuring the MySQL. So that is nothing but on what? Windows service screen, sir. Okay. Windows service screen. Service screen. What in this screen represents, sir? The MySQL service, the MySQL service, which is going to create in our operating system, sir. Okay, in our operating system. That's all. Nothing more than that. You no need to provide anything and you no need to touch anything, sir. Just click on what? Just we need to click on what? Okay, we no need to change. We no need to change or we no need to, okay, we no need to touch anything, sir. Okay, we no need to change. Okay, we no need to change or we no need to touch anything, sir. We no need to touch any value in this screen. Just click on what? Just click on what? Next button, sir. Just click on what? The next button. That's all. Okay, that is a step. That's all, sir. Okay, yeah, that's all the step 13, sir. So then what we have, sir? Step 14, sir. Step 14. So what is that screen, sir? Server file permissions screen, sir. Server file permissions screen. Okay. Okay. See, sir. See. Yes, sir. Do you want like as in the MySQL installer to update the server file permissions for you or not? Yes. Grant full access to user running on the Windows service if applicable and administrator group only. Other users and group will not have an access. Yes. The second option is what? Yes, but let me review and configure the level of access. No, I will manage the permissions after server configurations. We no need to touch anything, sir. First, we'll go with what? The first option only. Understand, sir? In the server file permissions, okay. So we need to select the first option only, sir. We need to select like first option only, and then click on what? And then click on what? The next button, sir. and then click on what? The next button. Understand? And then click on what? The next button, sir. That's all. So click on the next. So see, sir, this is applying the configurations, sir. Okay. The next step is what? Step 15. Okay. Step 15, sir. Step 15 is nothing but on what? Applying apply the configuration screen. Apply the configuration screen. So we need to click on what? We need to click on what? Execute button, sir. Okay. We need to click on what? Execute button first. Okay. That's all. Just click on what? Execute button, sir. Just click on what? Execute button, sir. Just nothing but on what? Click on what? Execute button, sir. Okay. So after completion of installation of all components in the screen, after completion of the components, installation in the screen, what? Starting the server, sir. It is starting the server and updating the start menu link as well. It's just for starting the server. After completion of the installation in the screen, sir. Okay. So almost reached to completion of installation process, sir. Almost reaching to what? Completion of installation process. Step. See, sir, that is what the notification we got. The configuration step is starting the server is taking longer than expected. It is advised to not to cancel the configuration and wait it. Please stay back in the meeting, sir. Nobody, no need to leave the meeting. Please stay back in the meeting. The configuration step is taking some time, sir. Just wait for a mail. Yeah. So see, sir, it is asking us to what? Do you want to continue the waiting or cancel the configuration? We'll wait, sir. If you keep waiting, you may get this message again. Okay. Yeah. In your case, maybe it will start the server. It will start the server fastly, sir. Maybe. Okay. In my case, yesterday I just uninstalled everything related to MySQL in my mission. to show like as in the installation process for the today's discussion. That's why already everything I just wiped out everything related to MySQL in my database on yesterday itself. Okay. Yes. In my case, maybe it can start for you for the quickly. So in my case, maybe it is taking some time for me. Okay. Yeah. Meanwhile, you can ask, meanwhile, are you guys in line with the 15 steps, sir? Are you guys in line with the 15 steps? Come on, guys. Yeah. Yeah. So, yes, sir. So this is what like as on the last screen, sir. This is what like as on the last screen. Applying the configurations is nothing but on what last screen, sir. Understand? So in my case, the server is taking some time to start, sir. But in your case, maybe the server will start quickly. Okay. So I'm just waiting for that response, sir, basically. Okay. So are you guys completed? Are you guys in line with the 15 steps? So will you complete the installation process by today itself, sir, in your missions? Everyone? Everyone, will you complete the installation process by today itself or not? And you have like as in the tomorrow as well time for you, sir. Okay, you have like as in what? The tomorrow time for you as well. Right? Try to complete that one, sir. Try to complete that installation process. See, sir, here we have like as in the logs. Logs, sir. Attempting to start like as in what? See, sir, beginning the configuration and starting the server and attempting to start the service of what? MySQL 80, sir. See, in the screen we are getting or not? See, again getting like a pop-up, sir. See, sir, here the configuration step. Here it is still starting the server, and you can have the logs here, sir. You can have like as in the logs, you can observe the logs as well. Okay. So configuration files are creating and deleted the rule. Firewalls is okay. Deleted the rule and adding file var. That should be the fine. And successfully added Windows firewall rule. Okay, then fine. So beginning the configuration step, that is starting the server and attempting to start the server, sir. Attempting to start the service of what? MySQL 80, sir. Yeah. Okay. So this is what like as in the last step of our screen, sir, basically. Okay. This is nothing but on what last step of our screen with respect to what installation process. So once it is everything has been done, so you will be the getting what? Done option, sir. Understand? You will be the getting what option, sir? So done option. So in my case, it is taking some time. Not sure why it is taking that much of time, sir. Okay. In the step after completion of installations, after completion of installations in the screen, sir. So we will be the getting what? We will be the getting as an option. So option as what? Done, sir. Done. Okay. Done or completed. We can say. Okay. So after completion of this thing, so we need to verify it. Yeah. See, sir, after completion of this, after completion of this screen, sir. Okay. And then Okay, fine. So it is taking some time, sir. Still it is taking some time. Okay. So will you complete the things, sir? Will you complete these things by today to complete the installation process? Yeah, click on execute, Sun Prakash. Click on execute. Okay. So will you complete the installation process, sir? Will you complete the installation process in your missions? Come on, guys. Tell me. Please try to give the response. So starting the server having some issue in my mission, I believe. Roshni, you are completed. You are completed the installation, sir. Yes, sir. So see, we are getting we are getting like as in the pop-up. So we are getting like as in the pop-up MySQL server configuration is taking longer than expected. Do you want to continue the waiting or cancel the configurations? If you are keep waiting, you may get like as in what this message again. So what we will do? So let us give one try and then we'll go with what cancel option. Then we'll verify it, sir. Yes. Yes. Okay. Sir, if it is completed, sir, if it is completed with the installations, okay, if you are done with the installations, sir, if you are done with this installation, so that will completed with what? MySQL database installation, sir. Understand, sir? These are the 15 steps, sir. These are the 15 steps we need to follow to complete with what? MySQL database software installation process. Understand? So the next one is what? How to interact with what? MySQL database, sir. That is what our next discussion. Okay. Interacting with what? Interacting with what? MySQL database. Interacting with what? MySQL database, sir. Okay. Yeah. See, sir, we can interact. So as I told you, so for every database, okay, for every database, sir, for every database, we have the two options. We have the two options to interact. We have the two options to interact it. Okay. So number one, that is a CLI interface. That is nothing but on what? Command line interface, sir. Okay. That is nothing but on what? Command line interface. And the second one is what? The GUI interface, sir. Okay. The GUI interface. GUI interface. So come on, sir. For the, come on, sir. For example, okay. For Oracle database, so we have a CLI interface called what? Run a SQL command line. Run a SQL command line. Okay. So in case of MySQL database, okay, in case of MySQL database, okay, in case of MySQL database, sir, just go to the start menu and go to the start menu and there is an option for you called what? MySQL command line client, sir. Okay. What is that client, sir? What is that option, sir? Here we have MySQL command line client, sir. MySQL 8.0 command line client. Understand? MySQL 8.0, 8.0, like what? Command line client, sir. Understand, sir? Command line client, sir. Understand? This is what the thing, sir. Understand, sir? How we are open this one, sir? How we have opened this one? Just go to the start menu. Okay. Go to the start menu and search a word. Search the word as what? Search a word as what? SQL, sir. Then you will get this option. Okay. Search a word called what? SQL. Then you will get this option, sir. Okay. And then what is the next one, sir? Here we need to get this one what? Go to the start menu. Okay, go to the start menu and search for a word called what? MySQL. Then you will get this option, sir. Okay, start menu and search for what? MySQL. There is on the 8.0 command line client further. Okay, this is the way for what? Interacting with MySQL using what? CLI interface, sir. Okay, with respect to the GUI, with respect to what GUI interface, with respect to what GUI interface, sir, for the Oracle database. Okay, for the Oracle database, sir. For the Oracle database, we used for what? SQL developer tool, sir. SQL developer tool for interacting with what? Oracle database using GUI interface. Okay, so for the MySQL database, so we will have a, so we got like as an what thing, sir? MySQL workbench, sir. Okay, MySQL workbench is what? The GUI tool, or else what? MySQL Yog. Yeah, MySQL Yog is also what? Another GUI tool, sir, etc. So we can have what? N number of GUI interfaces to interact with what? The databases, sir. Okay, yes. And one more thing, one more important point you need to keep in mind, sir. One more important point you need to keep in mind. So for the Oracle database, so the DBA account is what? The DBA account is what, sir? System, and then followed by what? System, system, a system, and then followed by what? Manager, sir. Okay. So for MySQL database, so for the MySQL database, sir. So for the MySQL database, what would be the DBA account, sir? What would be the DBA account? What would be the DBA account case? That is nothing but on what? Root, and then a root, sir. That's all. Keep these points in your mind, sir. Keep these points in your mind. Okay. Yes. Still it is taking the place in the starting of on the server, sir. Might be an issue with my mission, I believe. Okay. So you are getting like as an MySQL shell, right, Roshini? So tomorrow I will show you, sir, how to interact with MySQL. Okay. Yes. Tomorrow I will show you how to interact with that, sir. Sun Prakash, what, sir? Yeah, then fine, sir. If you are getting that MySQL, then absolutely fine for that.